Okay, so now it's time for all the checks that I always have to do. Yeah, I'm coming in at least. Especially since Windows fucking forced an update on me today. Okay, Hoomst remembers last week.
Last time on Wild Frontier, is that what this place is called? What
Yes.
the game is called? Yeah, last time on Wild Frontier, the team, the district group. I can't never remember this name.
The 6th District Circuit Court.
The 6th District Circuit Court.
I'm sorry, I didn't
went.
mean to hurt you.
It's okay. Thank you. We went on a downtime spree. Yay! We did a lot of downtime, and we went and enjoyed Pie Week. We all rooted for Abner to defeat the other fellow whose name I can't remember.
Chuck Buckley.
Chuck Buckley. In a game of shooting. And he did. He won. It was great.
He got some earrings.
He got earrings for it.
Target-shaped earrings.
Did I add those to your inventory? I think I did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good.
But then, all was weird when a drake flew by and a bunch of kobolds, well, two, jumped out. In an attempt to, I don't know, cause drama. They were taken care of after we decided to try and take them in alive, but one of them poisoned themselves right dead. And we managed to save one.
We also have some poison that we got from it.
We do have poison now. I don't know who's got that. I think it's you?
Yep.
Car.
Yeah, we left it in the car. Are we the only people in town with a car? Are we cool?
Yeah, I think we are.
If we crash this car, we're gonna be the worst.
There will be other cars, but they're going to be equivalent to a goblin clunker junker. So
ours has a really cool hood ornament.
Yeah, the skull of a dead child.
We have a Ferrari.
We covered it up with a lizard, giant lizard skull of some kind. So as long as you don't look underneath it, it'll be fine. The skull of a child was also in the shape of something else at the time. Which was a bat, I believe. Yeah, it was a bat skull.
No one will know it was a child skull.
The only people that are going to outfancy your car are probably going to be rich people with a very expensive coach. And the occasional airship that comes in from how did I forget the name of my own fucking towns? From Goldwater Pass.
Ah. But yeah, we have the hood ornament version of a macabre turducken. And that was basically where we left off. We healed up. I don't think we did anything else. we got some rattlings about there was a sick rat and all the other rats were ignoring it. I remember that part.
Yep.
And shit blew up.
Yeah. Which ones? Something blew up.
They blew up something in the middle of the
Yeah.
after the shooting game, and then we had to fight the thing.
Yeah, I thought they were just shooting fireworks. Because it sounded like fireworks.
Oh, I thought Dub said it didn't sound like fireworks.
Oh, it didn't? Oh, whichever. Retcon to whichever Dub said.
I may have said that they were like fireworks, but way louder. because it's definitely an explosion.
Ah, I wonder what they blew up. Let's go check.
You also, I believe, took the one kobold that you had left to essentially the police.
Yeah, they're all busy. Maybe we should keep this guy with us.
I do believe we wanted to interrogate him before handing him over.
Oh yeah, I also these folks checked his teeth for any poison. They found nothing.
And I said he was out for 3 hours, so you got 3 hours to burn if you want to interrogate him.
Well, if we got
Unless you
three
want to heal
hours,
him.
would healing revive him or just make him less hurt when he wakes up?
Well, it regains his HP, right? And you usually come out from unconsciousness when you wake up. Oh, when you get HP.
I think so, yep.
I'm not sure.
Because I think if
Yeah,
you
that sounds about right.
stabilize, you stay unconscious, but if you heal, then I'm pretty sure you get up.
Yeah,
Well,
he's technically at 0 HP right now, just stable.
well, we can tie him up, keep him in manacles, and I can heal him for 10 minutes.
Let's put him in the papoose.
Let's put him in the weapon sack.
I will wear him like armor.
So is that what we want to do?
I'm good with it.
Sure, I
Yeah,
can
to me.
hook us up.
Where are you going to take him to do this?
Probably somewhere private, like a room. Private rooms we've got.
We can go to the abandoned part of town that y'all met Kuka at, or where y'all killed the Fae.
Not two. That place is probably still empty. I also hope you don't hear me coughing all the time. I think the noise canceling is getting off most of it.
Only the one time so far.
Okay, cool.
You can walk him across town a little bit to get to that abandoned building. And there are a couple of the homeless people in here just because there's explosions outside, so they don't want to be outside. Technically, being in a collapsing building is better.
Technically. Well, actually, do we want to go check out the explosions first before we wake this guy up? Make sure people are okay.
That might not be a bad idea, yeah.
Let's check them out.
So is he gonna stay in your papoose, or
The yeah, the weapon papoose.
I think you guys are now at levels where it's like impossible to not get anything out of gather information.
I don't know. I'm pretty dumb.
Let's see.
Oh, gather information's diplomacy.
Yep.
I got a plus 20 to that.
I want simple DCs. Here we go. So you get expert basically automatically.
Oh, sweet. Should I roll for it anyway?
You're a master in it though.
I am. I could try it, master.
You can roll in on a fucking 10 or less, I think. No, on a 10 or higher. You get a well-guarded or esoteric information.
Let's try. I've rolled bad before. That's a 5.
So instead you get me closing
The
the
regular shit.
page for no reason because I'm dumb. An obscure rumor or a poorly guarded secret. Let's see, that would be... Hmm.
I imagine the bombing site would be a pretty good secret.
There was a bomb near one of the. My brain is saying like living district, living quarters. What the fuck would you call the part of town where
Neighborhood?
people live?
Residential?
There you go. In the residential district, in the technically not the poor part of town because the poor part of town is outside in the shanty towns, but in the middle class towns, and your obscure rumor would be, I heard that it was set off to try to get rid of a big portion of gnomes that live in the same area. But you didn't hear that from me.
Thank you, sinister stranger.
Sinister drunken dwarf on the side of the road.
He doesn't like them gnomes.
They're the awfully jolly ones, are they? Or are they the depressed ones?
It depends on which one you're asking about.
Um, the halflings are the cheerful ones. Or are gnomes the cheerful ones? I can't.
Usually the halflings, yeah. But
The gnomes keep wanting new experiences, so I imagine they're just
yeah,
ennui all the time.
we still got some of the gnomes in the town are starting to blanch a little bit, but that's just how life in the factories are.
Maybe Pie Week helps the gnomes live longer. And that's why they were bombed, because they're like, no, no, the gnomes are being extended. We can't let that happen.
Would it not be possible to try to find the exploded site?
Yes, especially now that you've got the rumor.
All right.
We can check where we know there were gnomes. In the residential area.
I was going to say, is somewhere we just go, or do we need to make a roll to find it, or?
When you get there, first
A
thing you
Batman transition.
notice. First thing you notice is that there aren't really any guards around. There's maybe one or two from private employers. And other than that, it's mostly a bunch of citizens that have gathered around and are trying to get rid of the rubble to see if they can find anything or anyone inside. It is one corner of a block where there are four. Hopefully this will work. Yeah. God damn it. Unselect, please. I'd like to draw more than one. That's annoying. It's one
I like
of
that we have
these
like
deals on the corner.
basically dungeon music in town.
Yes.
Let's get some festive Pie Week music during a terrorist attack.
It's essentially so the corner, and you would
All
have
those squares are really lined up. They
you'd
make me
have
feel happy.
you'd have more of them off in this direction and up here. But this corner specifically is the one that has been bombed, and most of this building is collapsed, and then the other ones are they have a hole on the middle part here, but the outside is still standing for now.
How big is the hole?
There you
Well,
go.
I've done my job finding it. Now I'll leave it up to the investigation boys, which is everyone but me.
No, I mean, like, can a person fit in? Or
Oh, that's like a crater. That's where the middle of the blast site was, right?
Yes.
oh,
All right. Well, let's start looking around, see what we can find. Um, you may want to canvass some of the locals, Garmram. See if they have information while we look at what was blown up.
Right. What does canvas mean?
Walk up to them and ask questions about what happened.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, I thought you meant like kill them and cover them in a tarp. And I was like, why?
Nope, nope. Come on, come on. And he'll wave Garmrum to follow him and go question people.
Let's go question people. Let's put on a friendly face.
Mr. Gator, what are your leads right now?
Right now, it's pretty much Scartoli, but I could go ahead and add the explosion to my leads.
It's a big lead.
Does it
Well,
have
it's
to
also
be like a thing, or can it be an event?
well, let's where's the thing?
Can you make like Bigfoot sightings one of your leads? Is that a thing you can do?
I think if you had like
Here we go.
tracks, then yeah.
Oh, neat. Not just like rumors that there's Bigfoot sightings.
This subject is typically a single creature, item, or small location, such as a room or corridor, but the GM might allow a different scope for your investigation. You don't need to know the identity, purpose, or nature of the subject, but you do need to be aware of its existence.
Well, pretty aware of this existence.
Yeah.
It's a big old crater.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to tell with certainty just yet whether or not the explosion is related to Scartoli, but that doesn't seem like a far leap with what we
Um,
know.
I would give you just a generic the explosion or the explosion site, because right
Yeah,
now you don't know if it was caused by a creature or an item.
right. That's what I would like to investigate, and I'll make the explosion and whatever or whoever caused it the target of my investigation.
Yeah.
Who do we want to start with first, the questioning or the looking around?
We can be looking around first. Since you guys are already there.
All right.
You might find out something that makes it so we don't need to ask people.
Yeah. So, a couple of things I would be interested in knowing is like what was actually blown up, like a specific person's home, a shop of some kind, etc. Can we figure out what the explosion actually was? Like, was it a bomb? Was it a spell? So on and so forth. Um, Another thing to look into is were there any persons of note that were blown up? Was somebody important killed by this? And if so, do we have reason to think that they were being specifically targeted by the explosion for this purpose?
So you've got uh, notable persons. Can I like? No, didn't think so. Oops. You've got. Why is it not to select? God damn it. What was exploded?
How's that?
That's
Does that
better,
help you?
yes. Because the drawing thing isn't willing to work very well. I imagine the persons you're going to find out from asking rather than digging around in the site.
Right.
What building
Similarly, the
specifically was blown up? From immediate looks, it would be the one closest to the intersection. All of them are residential buildings containing gnomes. And the rest, I think you're gonna have to search around for.
Yeah, so it might be that um, Garmram and whoever else goes with him can ask about who was in the building, who lived there, that kind of more questions about the building itself and its history while Alex looks at the cause of the explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Nakrad and I can go ask these questions, including have they seen anyone kind of shifty walking around?
Yep.
I guess Kuka and Abner can help Alex with searching around or getting to things he may not be able to.
Yeah, it's gonna say you have at least one person who has an applicable lore here.
Did Nakrad and I both roll diplomacies?
I should be able to roll society for it,
Oh yeah, that'll work too.
because
Uh,
streetwise.
Wait,
Hey,
does engineering work here?
oh that makes sense. Like these were structures that were blown up.
Yes. It would be a
All right.
generic lore instead of a specific one.
Blind?
Is it blind? Let's see. Investigate.
Oh yeah, do you want my diplomacy blind?
Is gather information. Gather information is secret, which is weird.
Sure. Let
And
me
then investigate says you
blind
use
general.
recall knowledge, so recall knowledge is hidden, so I guess so.
There you go. I mean, I guess because like if you roll a one, you can get false information. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, crit fail.
Okay, it says right there. Expert. Do they have like that same layout for like obscure rumors and shit for recall knowledge or no? I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
Oh, they have examples. Okay. Kuka, would you like to use your thingy, by the way, or did you give that to Gator?
I think I'd handed that off to Gator when we'd left the
The brooch or whatever for lore
Yeah.
checks.
Okay. Because he has a lot more of them now, so. Kuka, the best you can surmise is that by the circle of destruction here, you would assume that the one that has collapsed completely either was of lesser quality of some kind, or perhaps there was something wrong with it beforehand, uh, as the other ones are pretty identical but not collapsed yet.
Would it be possible, Kuka, that the building that is mostly collapsed was the epicenter and the explosion was direction directional. Blast.
It's a shaped charge.
Yes. Actually, would I be able to find any clues like gunpowder residue or traces of magic or something?
Let's see. Give me. Sucks that they don't just tell you by doing this. Give me a. Do you have crafting? Yes. A
Yes.
crafting check.
It's not my greatest one, but it's trained.
It seems to be some type of, just from the residue you're finding, a incendiary device more than an explosive one. Whenever you get down to touch the residue that's left on the ground, it's kind of like a. It's almost like gum that has been burnt so the outside is crispy but the inside is still, well, now it's like a hard mess.
Hmm. Okay. Is there any signs of like burning that happened after that then? Or is like everything made of stone?
Well, the stuff inside that would be made of wood certainly would have burned, but most of it is stone, but it appears to have burned at an intensity enough to actually um, soften
To
up the
scorch.
stone enough for it to lose structural stability.
Hmm. Okay then. Shall we have Garmarum and others get more info?
Let's see.
We need a
It's
way to
not magic,
communicate with
by the
each
way.
other.
Knack red, expert, obscure rumor. See if they have some example gnome names. Oh, I'm not fucking coming up with anything like that. Okay. Fuck me.
Oh shit, they have weird names, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Like Nimble Knock with G's. The two
What?
G's that are silent. Gnimble Gnock. Or do they have like My Little Pony names, like Twilight Sparkle?
Kind of
Oh
both.
god, no.
Really? It's like a
Yeah.
mix of silly and My Little Pony
Like
names.
here's Glitter Song and Swift Bell, and then
Nah,
there's
those are just My
stuff.
Little Pony.
These aren't just My Little Pony
Then
names.
there's stuff like Anbuse Bag or Brisk Flow, Bellow Mask, Thistle Belch, Long Spark.
Ah,
Ah,
these are pony names. These are just the lesser known ponies.
Well, how about Turcobirl or Weberind or Binporidos or Ogleton?
Goodness, these are unrelated.
my favorite My Little Pony character, Oglin.
Oglin, something flank.
Deep flanks. Wait, no. Longshanks is what goblins call people who are tall.
True Badge also sounds like a pony name.
Look at all these gnomes and their pony OCs.
Berry Span. I just gotta fucking pick one that sounds not like a pony name.
You can't. It's hard.
Nakrad, you get that one of them thinks that it
Jimmy.
was it's those damn tax collectors coming after the Pale songs because they make too much of a racket.
The Pale Song's singing too much.
And
It's actually all the fucking. Very loud fucking.
Garmarum, you get that it's actually one of the whoa, the fuck did I do? It's actually one of the dwarves that has come around to help dig people out of the rubble, takes a brief break while you're talking around to people, swaps off to somebody else. He'll tell you that there's been lots of tales of them red kobolds coming around here recently asking for payment for protection, if you know what I mean. I haven't seen any of them myself, but there's been a lot of talk of it.
Rumors and stuff. Understood. The red ones are Scartolis, right? I can't remember.
He just
Yes.
And yeah,
puts up a
that's
finger
how-
to his nose
how-
and rubs it on
Yeah.
the right side.
right. Yeah. What were the blue ones called?
Kobolds.
Oh, right. That's easy to remember.
Oh, I thought they were called the Lawrence clan.
Are there any other color here?
Plenty,
I
but
missed
not
out.
in
Not in groups. Yeah. Okay. I tell everyone else what I got.
In fact, let me scroll back up. Nope, never mind. I was checking to see if you crit or not.
Probably didn't.
I don't think there is a crit on here anyways, is there?
Yeah.
No, there's
It
not.
might be just you just succeed and get some weird information.
Yeah, there's a success and a crit failure, but there's not a crit success or a normal failure.
Well, normal failure is just nothing, or like I would be able to re-roll it because of a feat.
Yeah.
Crits generally are other actions and feats. Like Monster Hunter does go off of crits. It's generally feats that fill in that hole.
Okay. My hole is not filled, however. It's just a success. Yeah. I meet up with Nakra and be like, what did you find out?
Gnomes.
Scartolis, me.
Uh, what? Who told you that?
Well, a dwarf said that there were rumors of a red-scaled kobolds.
Somebody that believes in color theory, no doubt.
Yeah, color theory, definitely.
Um,
We're looking for protection. We're getting protection money. We're offering their protection. Which sounds very virtuous, in my opinion.
and Dub, just to make sure, what was the ethnicity or the source of my information?
Another gnome,
Another
presumably that
gnome.
lives in the same building.
Oh, that's right.
Mind you, he never actually saw any red-scaled kobolds. He just heard rumors about it.
So rumors of kobolds
Red
or
ones.
the Pale Songs.
What's this about the Pale Songs?
Gnomes think some other gnomes go by Pale Songs. Think that they're up to it. We're causing racket.
Oh, the Pale Songs were loud?
Some kind of racket. Could be this kind of racket. They weren't sure.
Hmm. Let's regroup and tell everyone else what we found out.
All right, let's head on back.
We see if the others are still in the blast zone. Hello down there. It's probably not a huge crater. It's just a boom.
It's more of a pile.
Yeah.
I've heard that joke way too many times.
My condolences. We've come across some information.
What's that?
Nakrad here is something about gnomes. What was that?
Some gnomes think that it's some other gnomes that go by the Pale Songs.
And
Have I heard of that before?
Of the Pale Song name,
Yes.
probably not, but it does sound like a fairly generic gnomish surname.
it's like a smith
Okay.
or a Johnson. And I heard from one of the people clearing this out that he heard rumors of red-scaled kobolds coming here, um, asking people if they wanted their protection.
Mm,
He never actually saw any, he clarified, just heard. The problem is secondhand information.
indeed. Have we found any bodies yet?
Plenty.
Has anybody found?
60 in this home alone. It's like a clown car. But gnomes?
Anybody of note pointed out yet, or are they even recognizable?
It seems as though most of the people they're digging out are still alive. Only 6 of them are unaccounted for so far.
Perhaps we should help dig them out. Does anyone's life sense or spirit sense work to help find people?
I think spirit sense is only for ghosts and like ethereal creatures and such.
All right.
Oh, but my rat has the ability
Two.
of spirit sight.
Oh, that's the same as what Gator has. Can you see the
Spirit
spirits of
sight.
people, even while it's inside them? Or does that count as full cover?
Wait, I need to double check what the thing was because I forget.
The spirit sight ring is whenever incorporeal creatures are nearby.
Okay. Imagine the rat spirit side similar.
Um,
It's life sense.
Right. Oh, life sense. Okay, good. If you could help find survivors, I can help dig.
How does life sense work again? Is that able to penetrate walls and that sort?
Doesn't say.
It just says allows monster to sense vital essence of living and undead creatures within 30 feet. The sense can distinguish between the positive energy animating living creatures and the negative energy animating undead creatures.
Okay, because this is a feat from something else. That it says you gain life sense as an imprecise sense with a range of 10 feet. So that might be imprecise. So you'd be able to at least see direction in that whatnot. Should be able to go through walls with it, I would assume.
It's like smelling, right? Smelling is imprecise. And so is hearing. Vision is precise.
Oh no, it says 30 feet precise on the token.
Oh, so
Oh.
precise. Okay.
Oh shit, okay. So you just
Well, damn.
well go on. Anyone else got
That's real
athletics?
good.
It's, I take out that traveler's any tool. I think we have that.
Yes, it was a stick.
Yeah. I turn it into a crowbar or whatever you use to open shit.
okay. This is nested somewhere else, but like most senses, it does not penetrate through solid objects.
Gotcha. But what if it's like
Mm.
And
broken objects that aren't very solid? Like
If it's
crumbly
difficult
stuff.
terrain.
Yeah. What, can it penetrate like a layer of sand if you cover someone in sand?
Probably if you can see some of them, yeah. Because then they would just be obscured, I guess, rather
I
than
mean, the rat,
hidden.
it's a fucking rat, so can kind of burrow through the rubble easier than us.
Sure, try burrowing, and I'll just stand by rather than waste my time randomly digging. I still got this kobold here. He seems to be quite out cold. I realized I was talking to the dwarf with a kobold. Conscious.
God. red.
An unconscious red kobold.
And he says, here's the red kobolds.
He just
Uh,
taps inside of his face.
As he's like, God.
Garb, those were the red ones, alright? And Gnome just looks at you like, yes, like the one you're carrying.
The dwarf. He's a dwarf.
Alright.
Yeah, like this one. I had visual representation.
But yes, I would
But
say
yeah.
you can dig around, find, as you're digging, people with life sense.
Can't find dead people, so that's fine.
Sure you can, the rat just won't see them.
That's true. But maybe you can smell them.
The rat has speech, so it can just start screaming, over here, over here.
Who said that? Was that Atlas?
Yeah?
I can never remember when Atlas can speak or not. Is this new?
Eh. I can change whether he speaks from day to day.
What the fuck? That's really cool. I've never heard of such foul sorcery. I dig it.
Who would want a rat to speak, he says, looking at Kuka.
Or rather, just change whether you can speak or not.
I mean,
What?
you can choose whether or not to speak.
I know, but you get to you have to choose whether he speaks or not. Imagine if I had to cover your mouth every time.
Oh, you're his dominant, I see.
Oh, I don't know such dynamics. Don't introduce me to it. Do you need athletics rolls?
Probably not, because you've got enough people around helping
Yeah.
that it wouldn't be a problem.
And this magic stick.
RNG determined that Abner gets hero point.
Delightful.
Okay.
I get excited whenever the gunslinger gets an extra hero point. Now that we're doing the plus 10.
Oh yeah, you can just choose if when you get a crit instead.
It makes gunslinger better, definitely, instead of being a crit fisher all the time.
It does help.
We just need to roll over a certain threshold.
Speaking of gunslinging, I'm gonna need to find a store and buy more bullets here at some point soon.
Oh, yeah.
How many?
This is probably a good place.
Sorry, what?
How many you down to?
After shooting competition, I have 9 remaining.
You use your own shots, your own bullets.
I didn't see the option not to.
Oh. Everyone in this town has bullets. It should be fine. You should grab some.
Probably. Once we're done with, well, yeah, I'll be back.
Take care. We really do need a way to contact each other.
The rat. That only works for me.
The what now?
The rat network.
Yeah, but not everyone can talk to rats.
Yeah, that's why I said that only works for me.
No, everybody can talk to them. You just can't really understand them.
Maybe if I learned how to understand rat. But everyone here is so multilingual and I only know the one language. A stupid body only came in one setting. I should have paid for an extra. Fact. What is my intelligence? Okay, that makes sense. Only common it is.
So after digging through the rest of the building, you find 5 bodies and 1 other person.
So wait, did we find everybody then?
You found 55 of 60 people and the corpses of the remaining 5.
Okay. They're all identifiable then.
Yes. Of note,
Good job,
Um,
everyone.
all the Pale songs happen to be here, and only one of them was in the rubble at all, as the rest of them happened to just be out whenever it happened.
Ah. Well, the Pale Song seems to be one of the pieces of information we found. Maybe we can question this survivor?
You can question the entire family of 6. I'm gonna say let's you know what? Let's do this. Okay, I was off by 1. There's 7 of them.
I'm going to hide this kobold by simply shifting him onto my back. Like a backpack.
Can the hat of disguise? We could probably just put the hat of disguise on him and make it look like a.
Well, he has to activate it, is the thing.
Damn, you're right.
Well, if he's worn, maybe I can disguise myself and he will be counted as an accessory.
Not unless he's an object, aka dead.
Okay, he's not dead.
We want to make him a successory.
I'm going to put a hat on him. Just a regular hat. Does anyone have a hat? Oh, I have a devil mask. I'll put the devil mask on him. Not the magic one. I just happen to have like a cheap like canvas mask for our heist, which I don't remember if we ever did. I think we did.
Yeah, I think we broke into the antiquarians at one point for
Oh, we
use those.
Or was that the warehouse?
It was the warehouse, and then the rat
Uh-huh.
ended up getting seen, and it turned into a fight.
right. Well, we were disguised for that at least. But I think we end up killing everyone.
I don't think we killed everyone. Someone had to set that fire.
That's true. Well, at least we were disguised. Well, I was. I don't know if everyone else was.
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure it was just you.
Oh well. I'll just put this mask.
For the warehouse fire.
Yeah.
You mean? We had heist gear on, which
Yeah.
is not surefire per se, but should help mitigate recognizing us.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, Nakrad didn't.
Yeah, he wasn't. Nacrid was just Nacrid. I don't think they saw Nacrid though, or
Nacrid
anyone who did
was-
was killed.
Oh, he was
Nacrid
being
on
shot
the
at.
roof, shooting people through
All
the
right.
slats. So
Hard to like make out probably.
A little bit, but I also got shot back at, so
That's
I was
true.
obviously seen.
Yeah. Yeah, I just put my canvas devil mask on this little guy. Just pretend he is asleep. Pretend he is asleep. He's a sleepy fellow. He drank a lot during Pie Week. Right, let's question the Pale Songs.
what are you gonna question him about?
What did you see when this happened?
Well, most of them were gone, so most of them are gonna give you that answer, and the other one's gonna say,
Art
Didn't
thou concussed? Do you need healing?
He's gonna say he didn't see nothing other than the walls shifting while he was trying to make his own apple tart for Pie Week. He
Shifting.
never
He
got
looks
to
over
try
at.
it to see how good it was.
Oh, that's tragic. He looks over at Gator. Walls were shifting. What does that mean?
Well, the force of the explosion could make it wobble.
All right. So
So
you're.
where were
Yeah.
you all then, if you weren't here?
Well, we were out shopping while there were still discounts at Pie Week. Or please note that the discounts are like the thing J.C. Penney does, where
They
Raise
raise
normally
the
the
it's
price
price and
20.
first.
then they quote
Yes,
unquote discount it.
yes.
Yeah.
Normally it's $20 and discounted it's $25.
What the fuck?
They
They just
spend a
add the
couple,
word discount.
well, they spend a couple of weeks raising the price, and then they bring the price back down to something that was higher than what it was before. So it's
Oh.
discounted, air quotes.
What a slutty tactic. Terrible. Dislike. Okay. There we're shopping. Um we were told.
Well, do you have pies to prove that?
Yeah, do they have
Uh,
shopping bags?
no. And then one of them holds up,
A bomb. Kill him.
yes, a bomb. JC, a bomb.
Oh
My
my
God.
god, JC.
One of the kids holds up a little doll and says, "Here." And then the mom's like, "Wait, where'd you get that from? Did you take that? Did you take that when we were looking?"
Oh, little thief. Adorable. Gator, please pronounce it guilty.
It's just a
He's gonna
toy.
he's gonna
Or
inspect
is
it.
or is it a minor? Is there a thing where we can't say minors are thieves? The thing I'm missing. I'm quite a bad lawyer.
Detect magic on it.
It's definitely a normal doll.
What's
Didn't
it look
think
like?
It looks like a rat.
Is it sick? This is a sick rat doll?
No,
Okay. Oh, that's adorable. We have one just like it. It gestures at Atlas.
this one is made of yarn, so you can see every individual little hole where they've stitched it. And it is a calico
Calico rat?
because white and brown thread is cheap to make.
Okay.
You just hear Atlas mutter, "I'm cuter."
Ours is enchanted to speak. Today. That being said, we heard that you were a rambunctious folk. Do you do music? There were noise complaints.
Oh yeah, we try to practice every day. I'm gonna make them Canadian. Oh yeah, practice every day, don't you know?
What do you practice exactly?
Oh, we practice the what the fuck is it called?
Fucking yodeling.
Meth has it in the
Meth?
other game.
Uh, the
Ocarina?
no, the hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh,
They
oh, it's
practice the
just a whole
hurdy-gurdy.
group of hurdy-gurdies?
Yes.
Did you receive any noise complaints from your neighbors or
Oh yeah,
anyone?
we get them all the time, the little hosers.
That that one may be a punishable offense with a fine.
But then why would they? If
Mis-
if someone was blowing them up,
Mr.
someone-
Mr. Gator is just gonna take Garmum's shoulder and kind of like walk around him so he's like partially in front. He's like, "Do you owe money to the Scartolis?"
that's
Oh
an excellent
well.
question in the background.
Oh well, most people here do, yeah.
How
Sometimes they come
much?
into the house and they try to ask us for money, and we don't got anything to give them, so we make them some hot dish. Some of them go away after they get their food, but some of them stay like the little hosers that they are. I guess in this world, gnomes are Canadian now. You're welcome.
Excellent. I'm headcanoning it.
I'll allow it.
Canada. Canada is the first world.
Yes. And how
Has there been
much
many
do
missed
they owe?
payments?
How much do they owe? I don't know. Stopped counting. It gets outrageous after a while. But we got our own little group that tries to keep them away whenever they try to get all ornery with us. Usually it keeps
Who
them
is
at
this
bay,
group?
but you know.
What is this group?
Oh, it's just everybody in the building, some from the other ones. Whenever they come around, sometimes we throw stuff at them from out the windows.
Did they ever come with a big dragon?
No
Or a
big
Drake?
dragon that I've ever seen, no.
Okay, interesting. You didn't see anything flying overhead.
The only thing we see flying around in here is the clouds whenever we got them wizards that make it rain. Don't you know?
Oh.
I hope my microphone is not picking up the scraping I am doing.
Just a bit.
There was a little, just when you were talking.
Secretly scraping your name into your desk. Like it's high school.
Scraping the fucking bits and shits off the keyboard because the bottom plate is metal.
Oh, gosh. Any other clever questions? He's peeking over Gator's shoulder.
It's all gnomes in these 4 buildings, right?
It's mostly gnomes, yeah.
Okay. Are they all pale songs?
Definitely not.
Okay.
There's only
Just these 6-1.
only 7, yeah.
Oh, 7. Oh,
Yep.
one of them was inside. The one that was injured.
Yeah, the one that's still alive, and was actually here. Have we asked? What did he see? What happened?
Yeah, just he was inside and the wall shifted.
Oh,
He was cooking while
It
it was
was
happening.
Yeah, he was making a tart or something.
An
okay.
apple tart, yep.
An apple tart, yeah.
That's not code for anything, right?
Nothing that you can probably think of.
I was gonna say, I don't think we would know it, but
It's code for he went to McDonald's.
Are those what apple tarts are?
mm,
Those little weird
Kinda.
apple pockets.
Pretty close. Well, that could be a tart.
I'd call it more of a
At
tart than I'd
least,
call it a pie, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's not a
yeah,
pie
like
shape.
loosely, Yeah.
I'm rolling to see what I know about the secret apple tarts.
Sure, I'll throw my hand in there as well. Like,
It's facetious.
it is that some I don't know, is that some thieves, some crazy ass
I was
thieves
gonna say,
camp?
do you have like criminal lore by any chance?
No, just engineering and Fae.
Two unrelated things.
Damn, they don't have any alchemical food that is a tart somehow. But no, the two of you can't think of any code words that it would be, not without having a cipher for them.
Damn.
Alas. I'm not sure what else we can get other than we have reason to suspect Scartoli blew up these residences as a result of consistent non-payment for protection racket.
But why blow up 4 buildings?
Well, they did say everyone here owes them, and that they've been fighting them off.
Yep.
When they get rambunctious. That sounds like cause enough for them to,
Send a message.
Yes. Yes. A message.
Can I look at the bodies and the injured?
Yes.
Anything
Most of
interesting
them,
about them?
most of them are just going to be, I guess it would be the blunt force trauma of the building collapsing on them. Notably, none of them are burnt.
Hmm. Well, I don't want to linger too long on this when I'm not sure what else we can gather. Does anybody have any ideas, or should we move on to? Was this the only place we heard an explosion,
So
or heard
far,
about
yes.
explosions? Okay. Do we want to check to see if there's any other explosions that occurred?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Doesn't hurt.
I will leave it to my more sociable colleagues.
Let's go, Nakran. Secret, yeah?
Yep. I will give you both that there are various people around town talking about that there's supposed to be people checking out the explosions, and then there's also still the rumors of the upcoming case against the Scartolis because they found bombs uh, in the various shops that they contain.
Right. And some of them, it's fine. It's like makes sense to find a bomb in there, but others not so much.
So far, they have only found the bombs where it makes sense.
So there's a reasonable cause.
Shadow of a doubt.
Do you have anywhere else that you want to fuck around? Because otherwise, it has been 2 hours, so you got one more until your dude wakes up.
If we don't have a particular other explosion site to investigate, um, I would say interrogate this our captive and then sync up with the local authorities.
Right. Do you think maybe we should gather the surviving people of these 55 and see if anyone has seen anyone or anything? Surely someone was looking out a window.
Yeah, we could more generally try to ask if anybody saw anything suspicious.
We could ask if anyone has seen where the hell all the guards went, because
That's
they
true.
seem to be lacking.
Yeah,
You could also ask the rats to see if they've seen any red like fellows.
Well, which one would you like to start with?
Um, I guess Kuka can start with rats.
That works. Let us hear what the rats have seen.
Don't know if there were any at the time, but maybe there were. Would you
Because I
say there are
remember
more rats in this city than there are people, or vice versa?
because I remember last session I had asked about the rats, and it was like, well, rats would probably go and scurry off into hiding when they hear an explosion.
Yeah, but did they see anything before the explosion?
There's roughly one rat for every 4 people.
Interesting. So there could have been like 20 rats in this area at the time. I don't know.
Hmm. The rats still have only been seeing um the Scartollies around the edges of town, or rather the edges of the city limits, rather. As for what they seen around here, most of them just mention the loud boom, and then them getting the fuck out of there and not sticking around.
Hmm.
If we're gonna look for the Scartoli, checking the edges of town might not hurt. They've been seen a lot in those areas, at least.
It's going to take more time than an hour.
Yeah.
Well, after we interrogate him.
It might take more time gathering up all these people and asking the questions. We can come back to them after our interrogation. How will we go about doing this, by the way?
What was your third thing besides the interrogation? Oh, it was gathering up everybody and asking them.
Yeah. That might take more than an hour. There's like 55 people, not counting the Pale Songs. I mean, counting the Pale... We probably won't count the Pale Songs in this because we've already questioned them.
God damn it. I can never rub my eyes without touching the microphone.
Don't touch your eyes.
So I hope it's not making a scraping noise every time I do that.
Just a little. Did you
Um,
get it? Did you get the eye?
yes, I did. Let's see. I'm going to say 20 or lower. 63. It's the meme number.
It is?
It's the opposite of Rule 34. It's Rule 63.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh. I always forget about that rule.
I cannot think of anything that would be immediately suspicious, by the way, besides the fact that it's been blown up and it was with fire, which you know already. An incendiary device instead of a not fragmentation, but the other one.
Napalm.
There's a word for explosive, but I don't know what it is. I guess it would just be high explosive, actually. But none of the gnomes have seen anyone around today in that little alleyway.
Interesting. Maybe it was set off in advance. Or set up in advance.
On a timer or remote detonator.
Chance any of the rats might have seen exactly what happened in the alley right at that time?
The rats just heard the boom.
That's right.
Kaboom!
Let's see. Clockwise, that's Abner. Abner, a gnome approaches you that is suspiciously well dressed. He's in full business attire with the tuxedo jacket and everything on, and is wearing a top hat. And he approaches you and with both of his hands holding the sides of his jacket, comes up to you and says, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. A moment of your time."
Yes.
"I have something for you." And then he digs into his coat pocket and pulls out a letter and hands it to you.
It's got a handprint that says we know.
And how is this letter sealed? Wax? Just folded over? Covered with anthrax?
It is a wax seal, but it's just been punched. There's no actual demarcation in the seal itself. It's just flat.
It has no heraldry in it.
Yes.
I see. Is it thin? Is it bulgy? Is it
Round, square.
The wax itself.
no, the letter. Is it thin? Is it bulgy? Is it ticking? Is it
It is thin. Yes. It appears as though there's just paper inside.
I will ask the gnome what its name is.
Rutherford Tailwick, but you don't need to worry about that.
But I like to know the names of the people on the streets handing me letters. Guess I need to find them later.
Oh, you don't need to worry about finding us. We will find you. Claws and tears all.
Oh, that's adorable. I will wait till he is no longer present to open the letter
He gives
well
a
away
tip.
from my face.
He gives a tip of his hat off of his head, and then walks away surreptitiously down the street.
Can I prey on him?
You can if you'd like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Because I think it stays on them until you put it on something
For
else.
yeah, that or it's 24 hours or it's some absurd amount of
It
time.
resets during your daily prep, I think. And
That might be it.
I think when it does that, either baseline you can choose to continue tracking it, or that's a feat to where you can choose to continue tracking.
Yeah, that might be a feat. Yep, daily preps.
And indeed, Garmarum, there is a piece of paper inside, but instead of a handprint on it, there is just a powdery blue stamp in the middle, and then just in a few words, it says, "A meeting has been set up."
There's one in my pocket? Or someone sent this to me?
That's the thing that Abner has.
Oh!
But that's saying yes,
They're
it
actually
is very much.
Sith.
It is very much like the fucking. I
The
forgot
Sith
the
is
goddamn.
Dark Brotherhood,
Yes, Dark Brotherhood. Yes.
but it's a powdery seal. What's it look like?
It looks like blue powder.
Just blue powder, not a shape or anything?
Nope.
Huh. Weird. Are you supposed to snort that?
I am not doing that.
Can I inspect this thing to try to determine what it is?
Yes,
I think
you can.
he's away from us right now buying bullets, or is he back? I can't remember.
That is kinetic sand.
I don't know how long it would have taken me to purchase bullets, so I will leave it up to the master of games to decide whether I am back or not.
Well, they
We've been here for like
they've
2
been there for
hours.
an
It's
hour
fine.
or two, so yeah.
No, okay.
You could probably just remove your silver and add 60 bullets and probably be fine for a while.
Yep.
But Mr. Gator, this is the metal known as cobalt.
Padre Larson
Ah.
wants to meet.
Oh, because it's blue.
Yep.
Ah, and he taps his nose.
Well, that is one place you can insert it, yes.
What, cobalt? I don't know if you can snort a metal.
Well, you can. Whether or not you should, or it'll get any desired effect is a different question.
Can you get high off a metal?
Probably not.
From the blood loss, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you never heard of fucking Quicksilver before?
Tetanus. Oh yeah, Quicksilver turns you blue or dead.
I knew a guy
Deletes
that
your
was
brain
blue.
cells.
That
Even
too.
you probably
He's-
shouldn't snort it, but you can.
Is
And we
this
can't
the
stop you.
is this the origin story for like Dwergar and Deep Gnomes? They snorted Quicksilver.
It's that colloidal silver scam that they sell. on
Is the
TV.
Underdark like the meth infested middle? You know,
They have lots of mercury deposits down there, so it's just the
Oh,
exposure to the
God.
fumes.
They have lead in the walls, asbestos paint.
Damn, let's stay out of there. What's the Underdark called here? It's not the Underdark, right? Something else.
God, what is it called in Pathfinder? The Darklands.
The Darklands.
Oh, Darkland. Okay. Legally distinct. I getcha. I've never been high before. I'm straight edge except for the killing. I think that's what they call it. Straight edge.
Well, when you put it that way.
Farm is like straight edges are effective for killing. Ha ha ha.
Well, for decapitation, it's better when it's curved.
That's why I've got this War Razor. It is deadly D8.
Did you steal that shaving implement from a giant or something? God damn. What is this worry? It's like a switch knife, but huge. Like a giant Sweeney Todd. Do giants have plays?
Probably.
The Broadway rendition of Giant Sweeney Todd must use, I don't know, literal pools of blood. Fake blood.
Just ass loads of ketchup. They need loads of tomatoes to make it.
Go to the tomato vineyard. Is that what they're called? Vineyards for tomatoes?
Yep. Tomatoes grow on a vine.
Ah, perfect.
Unless
Should
it's like in a
we-
plantation, not plantation.
Should we meet up with Mr. Larson at the known spot? The secret entrance in the sewer.
Sure, but this fellow's about to wake up. We should probably question him first.
It's true. We could do that and then
Yeah.
perhaps
I could
even
also
bring him there.
flick him on the forehead and then stabilize him again. This doesn't destroy brain cells, does it?
Probably won't be good for him, but I mean, are we really gonna let him live after we interrogate him?
Well, we need him, a little bit capable of recalling things. A bit lucid.
I thought we were just gonna throw him to the cops or something.
But we have to question him first.
Yeah, after that, I meant.
Sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of
No
which,
doubt they have the guards paid off.
What'd you do with the other one, by the way? You just leave their corpse there?
He was dead, right?
Yeah.
Shoot, what did we do with that one? We've looted them already?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anything was said about
Yeah,
what to do with them.
I
we did
think
not specify, and I'm not sure if there's anything for us to do with them.
We also
think
left a
they
big
left-
Drake body there, so
That
maybe
too,
leave it
yeah.
at the scene of the crime. We should probably check the scene of the crime now, for if anyone actually came over there.
Now that you say that,
It's been 2 hours. Surely something's happened there.
Nothing
Dead
bad
body
ever
in the ground.
happens to somebody who returns to the scene of the crime.
Especially when one of the perpetrators still worn on his front. Well, my back.
we just crimed the criminals.
There are no guards currently.
You know what I've noticed? Can somebody throw out an attack roll or something with like an athletics thing built into it?
With an athletics thing built into it.
So, like the thing you press to make it roll the die.
Oh, not that button.
Attribute strength,
that?
train, potency rune.
Seems like the whatever the bug is that causes it to scroll up is fixed again.
Yeah, it's not fucked
Oh
anymore.
yeah.
Maybe it only happens if you're in initiative. So I'm gonna put Nakrat and Kuka on there. And now if
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys press it, does it fuck up?
Let's see.
I can't use athletics.
Okay, nope.
It seems fine.
Still not scrolling up. That's good, because that's real fucking annoying.
Yeah, now it's fine. Notably, I just have my striking halberd away currently, and I have the staff of healing out in one hand, just in case.
Does Staff of Healing have Stabilize on it?
I do. That's where I casted the stabilize from.
Neat.
I don't normally have it. I used to have it prepared, and I got the staff of healing, so I swapped, hot swap.
That's a
The,
really useful one to
stable-
have on an item.
Stabilize, yeah. Oh my god. No check required. Just fucking yeah.
I guess it would be better on a spell heart, because then
Yeah,
everybody
because
can
this one
activate it.
requires me to hold it, right?
Well, it requires you to also be able to cast the spell already on
Divine
your
spells. Was it? Yeah. You needed to be able to spell.
list. If you gave it to anyone else here, they wouldn't be able to use it unless they have trick magic item.
Yeah,
I do.
you could probably. I give it a max of 4 charges. Okay, let's see if we can wake up the sleepy princess. He takes off the devil mask once we're in the place that's private. What private place do we go to?
Good question.
Abandoned building?
Yeah, Kuka, you're the sneaky sort. Experienced with this sort of thing. Where does one interrogate a criminal or a terrorist?
Well, there are a lot of different places that you can do it. The most commonly used ones are abandoned buildings, though, uh, I don't have any experience with interrogations. What crimes?
Interrogations are fun.
What crimes did you think I committed?
Well, rather than you performing interrogations, I figured you'd be interrogated.
No, we. My troop was fairly consistent.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Oh
it's
no,
rolling
it's
it
up.
going up!
broke.
What happened?
Damn.
I typed,
Oh no, this typing
or
ruined it now.
sorry, the scans or sand skimmer typed.
Oh, maybe that's what's breaking it. The confused set skimmer.
Yeah, it seems like it works on anyone that types.
We just can't ever type. We just have to roll.
Wait, Gator typed earlier.
Wait, did he? Did he?
Yeah, when he
Yeah.
typed the list.
But that's Gator. He's perfect.
Didn't do it on Gator.
Yeah, when Gator also typed cobalts in a with the sand skimmer.
Or is it when the sand skimmer activates it, then it just happens no matter what from then on?
No, because Gator type, and nothing happened.
Yeah, plus the Gator used the I can't speak. The sand skimmer earlier to type cobalts and it still worked fine without the
Weird. Why was it when I typed that it did it?
Am I the only person who's full screening?
I mean, I'm
I-
full screening to go back and fix the jump, but
Yeah.
I refreshed.
I'm consistent full screen.
okay, let's see.
I'm on full screen as well.
It didn't jump for me that time.
Yeah.
Full screen.
Yeah, out of full screen it did jump though.
Okay.
Okay, just full screen, I guess. We've solved it, kind of.
But my other windows.
I know, right?
The tabs, don't worry about
You
it.
got to get a second or third monitor.
I have a second monitor.
I said
Yep.
or third.
I don't
Yeah.
have the
But-
money for a third.
Yeah, money and space.
I only have a laptop. It's working for me so far.
How the fuck does it hold all those tabs?
My laptop is my second monitor.
It's a gaming laptop. That is all. Right. Abner, you're an interrogator.
Oh, okay.
I have to be a little ferocious at court because I don't know the law. I have to carry all my things.
Oh, let's
Time to channel Batman.
go
Yeah.
scary Abner mode.
Yes.
Actually, that's a red cobalt. He'd probably find that attractive.
Is your fiery? Yeah, maybe. I think they might like the fire. I don't know. Are they pyromaniacs?
On the very least, they're resistant to fire.
Let's just go debt collecting looking Abner. The IRS is scary to everyone.
The IRS is terrifying.
The only way Garmarum gets intimidating is he tightens his tie just a little bit.
I was imagining like you kind of drool and hack up fire, like soot and ash and stuff, brimstone.
Not in my human form.
Like when you're turning into your human form or your hellhound form.
Yeah. Starts smoking from the corners of his mouth.
Well, he definitely sputters to wake if you're going to heal him up. Or
Oh
if you're
yeah,
just going
put
to
him
wait
on
out the hour.
a. We find him at somewhere to sit and tie him to it, I guess.
Keep him manacled, keep him restrained, um, make it so that he can move as little as possible.
I take the
And
devil
if
mask off.
need be, uh, we want something where we can shut his mouth very rapidly.
Here, Abner, if you're doing this, he takes the magic devil mask and hands it over to Abner to try on.
Thank you. Grr.
It's a +2 to intimidation.
Ooh, perfect. That'll be very scary now. Okay, so Abner will walk up to our little tied-up kobold friend wearing the mask and kind of bend down close and wait for him to wake up.
It's just an action to invest, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it takes investing. Okay, I will do that then real quick. And then I will
Yeah.
loom in front of his face.
Behold, he awakens.
What accents did they have again?
Italian.
Oh. Right, Scartoli.
Good morning. Sleep well?
He responds by spitting in your face.
Ah, okay.
That's
So-
what the mask is for.
Perfect.
Countered.
Do you know why I'm here, little one?
He refuses to respond.
Okay, well, I have a ledger, and you owe a lot of back taxes. A lot of back taxes. And unfortunately, I've been sent to collect that. By any means necessary. Are you a fan of your kneecaps?
Let me scroll way the fuck back up here. I think I rolled a d4 earlier? Yes. He just responds with, I don't owe nothing, or I don't owe nothing anymore. Shop's not even mine. And then he grins really wide with his sharp teeth.
Abner returns a grin with equally sharp teeth and very large hyena mouth. Oh, I'm not here about the shop. There's other assets I would like to collect. But I'd be willing to look the other way if you could provide me some information. And I do have to warn you, I don't know much about kobold physiology, so if I start shooting kneecaps, I may miss. So I hope you got nothing below the waist that you're fond of.
You can't scare me, chum. We've already
Abner,
won.
no. No,
Yeah.
Abner.
Gotta roll that intimidate check.
I'm helping by pretending to hold him back. Don't do it, Abner. It's too cruel.
Oh, I doubt it. I can be much crueler. Have been, actually. It's a fun story.
I know, I've seen it. It's terrifying and gruesome, and I don't like the nightmares that came for weeks on end after.
Just think about that little one. He's a devil, and I freak him out when I do my job.
I didn't think
How much chance do you have?
I didn't think a spine could protrude like that.
So, what do you think, little one?
I think
Start pulling triggers, or are you going to talk?
I think you can't scare somebody that's already dead.
You're already dead?
Gumrum starts laughing at that. What comes after death, little one? And he starts transforming into a hellhound. The afterlife is eternal.
As you can see, you stumble into a very bad situation. I would recommend speaking. Because I've seen hell. And it's not fun. It's not the kind of fire you enjoy.
He is just going to continue to say nothing.
Then I am going to shoot him in the knee.
Garmram, how much you heal him for?
Let's see. I'm gonna roll it. Use
So
first level spell slot.
He needs to be
First level heal with cast with 2 actions. Is there a button? Oh, there it is. 2
Yep.
versus living. There's a lot of buttons to click. Did it roll? Oh, there it is. 13.
The randomizer says that Abner gets a hero point again.
Yeah.
How kind of it. I don't know if I'm going to end up missing when he's sitting right there, but
Like his prone, restrained, flat-footed.
It shouldn't be too hard just to stick a pistol up to his knee.
Yep.
Okay. I feel like this is going to potentially kill him.
It's okay. He'd stabilize him.
Oh, that's valid.
I think
Hear
it
that,
will
little one?
very likely kill him.
Oh. Okay.
But also
I guess I'll
before you shoot, Alex must become guilty or something. Just in case he bleeds out.
How about we go a different route then? I'm going to bite his arm.
Oh, that just got kinky.
I don't know about that.
Someone would enjoy the situation.
Possibly. So, little one, if you're not going to pay me in information, you're not going to pay me in money, I will extract the price in flesh. Bit by bit. I haven't had any pie yet.
Oh god.
That's potentially a lie. See, what I'm considering is what he should be saying in this circumstance. And the problem you're dealing with is that he is in a death cult and is a nihilist.
Right.
Oh, so I have to make him care about something first.
He was willing to shoot, or willing to
Yeah.
drink the fight down.
Easy, Abner. He just gently puts a hand on Abner's shoulder. I don't think pain will convince someone who's already willing to die.
I guess I have to give him something willing to live for first, then, and then take it away.
Someone who wants to die for a cause usually means they believe in it fervently. What afterlife are you looking forward to? Something with a promise, or something that leads to absolutely nothing? Because I can take both of those away. And everything you've given your life to will be nothing important. You'll be mine.
I don't need anything after I'm gone.
Oh, you will still be here. You'll be with me forever. That's the beauty of it.
I've already
There is
got,
no end.
or we've already got what we want already.
Well, then you might as well share it. Come on, gloat a little.
Oh, you'll find out soon enough.
You'll find that I'm rather impatient.
Can I eat him now?
My thing
I mean,
still keeps
like-
scrolling up, so I don't know what's even causing it.
Oh, even full screen?
Well, I have to do full
Yeah.
screen and then back out of it for it to fix.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, are you looking for a pronouncement or something?
Yes, please. I really can't make right on any of these. I can't follow through on my threats unless he's actually pronounced guilty.
Yeah. So, you stand guilty of vandalism, attempted murder, and what's the public disruption crime?
Can we just charge him with terrorism? He blew up a Pi Day.
Terrorism is not a crime by law.
It's a war
description.
crime. There's a
Not yet.
difference.
But
Oh, yeah, not
terrorism
yet.
wasn't a concept that existed in the same
That's-
manner yet.
That's true. That's just like,
Reason
It-
for disturbing a national holiday.
Yeah, disturbing the peace.
national
Yeah.
holiday.
Attempted murder, disturbing the peace, vandalism. How do you plead?
Oh, we've did all that before you even got here. If you're not
Sounds
even
like
gotten,
guilty to me.
You're not even gotten your sentencings up to date.
That sounds like a mission of guilt for the entire group.
You're free to admit to as many crimes as you like.
It's still only one
Yeah, you're
soul.
right. I am. Who do you think's gonna preside over the case to get us in jail, huh?
I hope you're not alluding to me.
He's an excellent judge.
You go over our cases? And then he just starts laughing for a little bit. Even if you did, we'd be out of jail the next day. Don't you know who owns this town?
I imagine you're going to tell me.
He spits at your partial shoes, I guess you can call them, because the claws still come out.
The spats.
Governor tackles him.
Yes.
How dare you!
Let's see. Mr.
Easy,
Gator.
bud.
He tries to dive like Mr. President, dives in front of Gator's feet to get spat on.
Easy, boy. We're not trying to kill him yet.
Just uses some healing plaster to, like it's like spat shine or something, shoe shine.
Get
Not
something,
often that
dust
I
himself
see
off.
death cultists working for gangsters.
You haven't been around very long, then, have you?
This is new. This is good. This is good to know. We'll add that to the list.
I don't understand. Why would you attack High Day? You could do that anytime.
He starts to grin and bare his teeth again, and then just says, "Body count."
How pedestrian. I was hoping for something a little better than that.
Like it destroys the hope. The one happy day this town gets.
Your cult sounds boring.
His smirk suddenly goes back down to neutral again. And then he says, "Do anything to get you vermin out of this town."
Only vermin I see is the one chained up.
Some of us resemble that remark.
So those rumors were true then, huh?
I don't listen to the musings of lesser creatures.
Well, so you say. But you'll still be hearing them for quite a while longer. And then Mr. Gator is just going to cinch his mouth back shut.
There we go. No more spitting.
And then he will proceed to knock him out again.
The sap. To the cops you go. Or well, they'll be released.
I was gonna say, do you have a non-lethal weapon? But yes, right here. There's these guns.
I mean, I could also just use my sheathed cane.
That's true.
Is it non-lethal?
No, but you can make non-lethal attacks at a
Yeah, you
-2
can.
penalty.
Perhaps I can put him in a headlock.
You're not a wrestler.
I could attempt.
I don't even know if they have a headlock, actually.
Oh, it's just a reflavored grapple.
Yeah. I know wrestler has, like you squeeze the air out of him to make him take more damage or something. They get
I
clumsy.
gently noogie him unconscious. There you go, little mead scamp. That would spit a lot. Do they all do that?
The defiant ones, yes.
Do they not realize that some people are into that?
It's a sign of disrespect.
Supposed to be, anyways.
Fair enough.
Pretty meaningless.
Aw, man, you know what I should have done? They can't
Breathe fire.
They can't breathe fire, so I should have had him spit fire on your shoes, and then Garmerum diving in the way of it would have made sense because it's fire resistant.
Yeah. Mr. President, no.
Yes,
brother.
Either way, there's clearly some sort of death cult going on, and given that Mr. Scartoli has worked with necromancers before, it would not surprise me if there is another connection here to follow. Because I cannot imagine that he is. Well, I'm not entirely sure. He could be part of this death cult.
Yeah. Now that that's sorted, he just goes back into this human form, straightens his tie out, and clasps his hands together. Please, 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 can we execute him? You pronounced him guilty.
I did.
I have a question for you that I don't remember. Did
Hmm?
anyone try to recall knowledge on these in the combat?
I don't think. Oh, yeah, okay.
because I hunted one of them at least, and that was an automatic recall knowledge.
Sweet.
Gator would be doing that with devise a
You-
stratagem as well.
Did you succeed on them?
You gave information of some kind.
Well, I
I believe you
forget.
also gave the bonus for Monster Hunter.
I forget. So why don't you both do it for me again right now? Because
Is
I'm
there a
stupid.
particular one?
It's the society, because it's a humanoid.
I start wrapping him up like a burrito.
Screen scrolled up again, but only once, not twice.
Well, it's getting better.
Well, it may mean that Fitzy, do it again. Let's see if it scrolls up. Because last time it didn't scroll up when you did it. Okay, now it did. I have no fucking clue then. It's not predictable at all.
Did it do it when I did it?
Yes.
Okay.
Just in case it failed and not crit failed.
In
That's
anticipation.
That's what's making this annoying, is that it's hard to predict why it's happening, because it didn't for
Yeah.
the entire beginning of the session.
Just a mood, I guess. It's not doing it for me anymore for some reason. In anticipation, Garm's gonna take out the halberd and transform it into an executioner's axe. He's just kind of waiting. If he had a tail, he'd be wagging.
Okay, so the first two. And Fitzy, you said if you failed, and that's the other one.
If it's failed and not a crit fail, essentially, if you would give no information, then I can reroll.
Okay. I don't know
I'll
how
just
the
hit.
nature would apply though, but
In this case, it would be some like weird, obscure kind of thing, is what the feat says.
Mr. Gator, you recognize this as let me get it in the chat for you. Din Swallowtail, subordinate of the Scartoli crime family. And I will give you the other one too, since apparently I just fucking forgot about this. Not Flametail, Flamescale, subordinate of the Scartoli crime family.
That's who these mages were?
Yes.
They had name tags on them. It was in their wallets.
Okay, so Scartoli is, at the very least, involved with the death cult, for sure. Is it just a ruse that he's perpetuating for power? Convince other people? Does he actually believe it?
Little captive there said something about purity or something like that.
Yeah, so that's not an uncommon tactic when you get down to it. You give.
So,
Go ahead.
does he, when he says like vermin and pure bloods, does he mean, you know, lesser species are anyone who doesn't have dragon blood or anyone who isn't red?
Anyone who's not a red kobold, specifically.
Gotcha.
which is not true according to the law, but sometimes people feel the need to believe certain things to give them a sense of control and power that they otherwise wouldn't have. What to do with this guy? I feel like there might be some use keeping him alive as a witness, especially for the upcoming case.
Can't exactly hand him over to the guards with the fact that he'll probably be out and back to his cult in a day.
Yes, we would need to see where that corruption is and if it's possible to avoid. In fact, we shouldn't even reveal that we have this guy until we're relatively sure of who is who. Any suggestions on where we store this guy? I think I need to visit the constabulary or the town guard, whatever they're called.
The blue kobolds. They're sworn enemies against the Scartoli. I'm sure they'd have a field day having a captive.
Will the captive be alive after we do that?
Sense motive is just perception against their deception, right? Yes. This also makes me wonder. I wonder if it's the UI mod I have that's doing this. Because on my screen, the perception thing is in gray. So it's gray on gray and it's hard to see. I think before it was black, like what you guys are probably seeing. But if you would like to determine if Peter Larson would kill them or not, I'll let you do it with that, even though he's not around.
All right.
You would guess, since their intention is to remove the unjust hierarchies from the town, um, they're going to need a legal way to do it in order to fix things systematically. So, extrajudicial killings, probably not on their MO.
Okay. Then seems like we should visit him if that's the case. And what do you know? We already have a meeting scheduled.
Speaking of extrajudicial killings, uh, Gator claiming that somebody is guilty makes it not extrajudicial, technically.
And speaking of, he's just hopping from foot to foot like someone who's trying to hold back peeing.
Still
Verdict?
potentially need him as a witness.
But he's just going to lie.
Given time, we may be able to coax a change of heart out of this one.
But Abner was so scary and he didn't even bother.
You have to give him something he actually fears. And pain and death is not that.
I gave him the concept of an eternal afterlife where he's away from everything he cherished. Literally, eternal life with me.
And he didn't understand it.
We will have to do it with books.
I'll be honest, if I didn't see the whole Hellhound thing firsthand, with you actually reaping souls, I probably wouldn't believe it either.
Fair enough.
He did
I also
turn
don't want
Hellhound
him. Yeah, he did turn the hell out in front of him.
Hellhound, but like, okay, cool illusion trick.
Okay. I could see that angle.
Either way, if nothing else, we could either find a connection that he still has that we can target to make him flip, or we could try turning him another way.
Yeah, as a death cultist, I doubt he has anything he really holds on to. Unless there's that, I don't know, what do mortals have that they very much like? Family, I suppose. Would a death cultist have family? Would the cult replace the family?
That's a bit low, but I guess desperate times.
We're not really that desperate, are we?
Well, I mean, you can also target their actual ideas themselves, or that their intentions or actions are going to not result in what they want.
As a zealot,
Very hard
I've
to
dealt with. Well, yeah, as a zealot, he's a zealot, right? Yes. And as a devil who's had to deal with zealots, very difficult to turn them around.
Like I said, we want the option open, if nothing else, for now.
All right, he pats the thing's head, shifts the executioner's axe back into a halberd, or something easier to carry. Like he turns it into a meteor hammer and just wraps it around himself.
If you shift an item, does it have a sheath that shifts with it?
I don't think so. If it has a sheath, unless the sheath has the rune on it, I don't think it shifts. His halberd he has a strap for it. It doesn't really sheath anywhere. But as a meteor hammer, he just kind of wraps it around himself, around his chest. Meteor hammers are rad. Right? He picks him up like a football. But if he spits on you again, I will twist his neck until it snaps.
You know, you could just stop him from spinning.
I suppose. But the thought is there. He's thinking about doing it. That's disrespectful.
Counterspell, spit.
Counter spit. Maybe I can subtly make him nicer. There's a study in dream hypnosis. If I just whisper in his ear, "You're a nicer person," The Death
You don't.
Cult sucks. Death Cult doesn't love you.
You
Death
want
Cult
to
is wrong.
betray Scartoli.
You want to betray the Scartolis. This is not worth it. This kind of sucked. Abner was very scary.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I nearly had my soul sucked out.
Hot.
Spitting on people is not good unless they ask for it.
Spitting is impolite. Without prior consent. What is this technique I'm doing called?
Subliminal messaging?
Are you certain it's not just dream hypnosis?
I don't know. I thought they were all the same thing, to be honest.
I'll have to look at a book on subliminal messaging. After a downtime of reading in subliminal messages, he buys like a tie clasp that's a gator.
That'd be a neat ritual. A thing you do over a long time, where you like have a voodoo doll of them that slowly makes them act differently.
Ah, that would be neat. Let's invent that maybe later. I don't know how to make rituals.
Gator
What are,
does.
what are we gonna do with this? He just kind of like holds him up. He's so floppy.
Let's go attend our meeting.
All right, should we take him with us? I'm certain they'll kill him.
Might as well.
All right. You've already pronounced him guilty, and as long as I'm within the area, it's fine. I tuck him back in the weapons bag with his head just sticking out. I put the mask back on him so he's harder to identify. How did you like the mask, Abner? Did it fit right?
Yeah, it fit perfectly fine.
It protected your face from the spit.
It's always good. I don't enjoy being spit on. You can have it back, though.
Sure, I'll just wipe it with a handkerchief. Put it back on.
Perfect.
How many spits was that, 2?
Well, there's one on the mask and one on the shoes.
Yeah. He was targeting the face, too. Right, let's go. Our
To
meeting
go
place.
to the Cobalt's place.
Yeah, that's the place where there was a ladder and a secret hatch, right?
Yes. Necra, do you still want to... Well, I guess now, do you want to track that person or no?
I mean, I don't see why I would stop tracking him for right now. See if I could go and like track him down later in case we need to find him again. Oh wait, we let go of Swallowtail, didn't we?
You're bringing him with you.
Okay, yeah, no, I'd still be tracking the shit. What was his name? I forget his name, but the fancy suit gnome.
Yep. As you approach the... I think I had a name for the actual establishment at some point, but oh well. The Cobalt Hideout. Um, you can see one of them look up from a nearby roof and then jump down and then approach you and they will say, "Don't go to the main building. We've got another place for you to go."
Could someone sense motive if they're leading us to a trap?
Oh shit! I think my fucking glass bottle's actually got a crack in it there. Holy shit!
What happened?
Oh,
That
fuck.
the dice rolled so hard that it cracked?
I don't know. It's got like a chunk taken out of it actually. I thought it was something on it until I started to try to scrape it off, and then I noticed it's actually a dent in it. Wow. I guess I'll throw that one away. I must have dropped it or something at some point. Mr. Gator, you believe that they are not trying to dupe you, but instead are trying to dupe others by leading them away from the building at this time.
And where would we go?
Well, for now, they've said that you should go to the entrance of the city, and then you will meet up with somebody. But first, the guards are going to pretend to rough you up a little bit to make it more convincing. Um, I don't know what you can do to help them with that, but I'm sure you can think of something. We've got tunnels all over this place that the Scartolis don't know about, and the closest one to where you need to go is at the beginning of the city.
Are you prepared to receive a guest?
Well, about 5 of them, I'd say, yeah.
You have space for a sixth?
If you've got
Long-term accommodations.
perhaps not at the spot that you're taking them, but we could probably move them somewhere else from there.
Very well.
If you've got somebody that needs to stay hidden, we've got lots of places to put them.
It's what we need.
That's good. That's good. Nah, I don't know. I don't think the festivities are going on anymore, sir. It's if you not heard the explosion going around, you should get to safety. There's a there's an inn down that way. It's called the Grim Guzzler. You should be fine in there.
To safety it is, then.
Yeah, you don't want to be around the streets right now. I'm gonna go back up there, start watching out for other confused people like you. And then he'll do an extremely obvious wink.
Mr. Gator has no need of winking. He's got 2 eyelids on each eye.
Or maybe you can do a double wink.
Just inner eyelid and then outer eyelid on one
Yeah.
eye. Either way, shall we carry on then?
Lead the way.
At the entrance of the city, there are several groups of people that are now holed up, that are all just constantly bitching at the guards about why they can't get in and how they're losing money because they're not being allowed to sell their stuff. But other than that, they have set up not a barricade, but like a wall of guards. I don't know if they have a name for that.
Forget.
But
Just
they,
a human wall.
I guess, but they have stopped anybody from getting in and anybody from getting out. And as you approach, one of the ones from the tiny little guard post they have that's basically just large enough for 2 people to stand in, comes out. He says, "Hey, nobody's coming in and nobody's coming out. That means you."
Are you sure about that?
He turns his head slightly and then says, "You're not gonna be starting trouble now, are you, sir?"
Should I start trouble? Should we be starting trouble? Do we look like we're trouble?
"I think you look like you need your asses beat. Hey, boys, why don't you come over here? We got a bunch of smart asses over here." And then about 8 of them will close around you.
Now, let's be reasonable.
Reasonable, eh? And he starts stroking his beard, and the braids start jingling a little bit from all the shit that he's got, all the jewelry that he's got in it. He says, yeah, reasonable. Can't have folks seeing us doing this unscrupulous stuff outside, eh?
What? No, we saw nothing. Also, your beard is beautiful, Bonmo. I don't know what the fucking roll. Oh wait, let me just fucking click the.
I was gonna say, don't you have an action for Bunmo?
Oh yeah, I believe there is. It is just an action, right? That's weird.
Yep.
I know that. I had to click it.
You're not necessarily flattering him with that, though, are you? I think Bonmo is like a distracting quip.
Yeah, I'm distracting him by flattery. I think there's a beetle in your beard. Oh my gosh. I thought it was just one of your accessories. Oh, that is a full-ass roach, my dude.
Oi, me mum made that. You fucking plonker.
Your mother makes roaches?
All right, boys, get him out of here. Don't need them insulting me mum. I don't know why the dwarves are British. Whatever.
Well, they're normally Scottish. It's nice. It's a fresh air. A breath of fresh air.
It's a fresh of breath air.
Yes, I am dying.
Fresh of breath of air. Breath of
Isn't
air?
that the new Zelda game?
Fresh of breath of fire.
Breath of, that was it.
2, the Revengeance. they will start pushing you towards a nearby building. And it's a good thing a D8 is an actual thing. I just came up with 5 random or 8 randomly. Only about 3 of them are trying to be subtle about it and go, we've got you, just come over here. And then one of them tries to flash some fucking emblem thing they've had that is not all obvious what it's supposed to be. And then the other one is like, just get in this building here before anybody sees you.
I walk in.
Strata.
It's like a small storage shed. So once they get about half of them and you in there, they kind of just have to crowd around the outside, and then they attempt to pull the door down behind them. And then once the door is closed and the rest are just taking up guard outside of it, one of them flicks on a lantern for you, and will move to the back and start pulling up the rug. Or I guess it would be the carpet. No, rug is the right one. I'm dumb. I got it right the first time. And there is a actually stone trap door in here that they've made somehow that pulls up with an iron ring. And then once they pull it up, there is a staircase that goes down. And then they tell you, be sure to watch your head. It's not made for taller people, you know what I mean?
I duck.
You may have to actually crouch rather than ducking.
I duck squat.
You have to squeeze.
How tall is Garmarum again?
Human form 6 feet tall.
Yeah, he'll definitely
Hellhound form is 7.
down
Right.
then.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to crouch then.
So will Gator.
Let's
I'll
do
be
it.
fine.
Nakrad may be fine. Are you around dwarf height?
5'3".
Yeah.
It's
Like
a
an extremely
little
tall
taller than dwarf.
It'd be like a mountain dwarf or something. But the one that has the lantern will follow you down in here just to give you directions, because immediately at the end of the hallway, it turns, see, like 70 degrees, and then there is 5 branches that it goes off from there. He says, all right, let's go down this one, the second one, and then whenever you get to a fork, you're gonna want to go left, and then immediate right when it forks again. If I'm wrong, just should come to a steel door down there somewhere, and it's got, looks like an L carved into it.
Ah, for lair.
Do we need to present any code?
Oh, the code, that's right. Shit. I knew we forgot something. Uh, Cobalt for kobolds, claws and tears. Yeah, probably should have said that earlier. Oh well. Listen, they just hired me like 4 months ago. Has it been that long?
Oh, you're new.
pays better than sitting outside in the sun all day.
And it's closer to home, I imagine.
Oh yeah, it's nice and cool in here. It's how I like it. Listen, if you need to know what's about, say about all the guard on the outside wall is with you. So if you ever need anybody, just come to the entrance, I guess.
Good to know. Thank you very much. Shall we make the journey then?
After you.
Once you get down the tunnel a little bit, he calls down from around the corner. Oh, right. They told me to tell you that we've got that monkey broad down here too. And just a couple days ago we got that. And I was like a bird or something. Kind of looks like a bird. He sure knows how to make some good pipe weed for us, though. So that's all I care about.
Huh.
Atticus. All right then.
Other than that, um, make your way to a nice. I guess I would just say the entire room has been engraved from stone, um, including some of the benches around the outsides have just been carved directly into the wall, so you can't move them or anything. However, there are 3 blue kobolds in here, along with a well-dressed gnome in a top hat.
Greetings.
The gnome just says, I see that you've made it. Found your way here. And then says, allow me to introduce myself. And then takes off his top hat. And the illusion breaks. And you see in front of you a boop, boop, a red kobold in a poncho that then takes the bowler hat that he is now holding in his hand and shakes it for a second so that it turns into a sombrero and puts it back on his head.
Oh,
It's a kobold with no name.
you wouldn't happen to want to trade that bowler hat?
I am Shartar Scartoli. Sure you've heard of the name before.
Yes.
feuding with your brother.
Is this one of your boys? He just takes them. He takes off the devil mask from them. He's alive.
Well, I see you've been doing my work for me a little bit then. All right.
The little scamp blew something up.
I'll come out and tell you. I've been working up a case against my brother for some time now, and it seems as though he's growing a bit scared, as you can tell from the explosions around town, which you've apparently taken care of, I see.
Well, it already happened, I'm afraid. We could only deal with the aftermath.
Do you guys
But
see
we
the
did catch a
lines?
perpetrator.
Yeah.
Do you guys see the lines in that token, by the way? Or is that just
Kinda,
me?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Is that from a height chart?
I don't think so. It may just be fucked.
Let's just say it's from a height chart.
Sure. It's his mugshot, of course. So is that one dead? Or have you still got him kicking?
He still breathes.
We'll bring him over here then.
We were actually hoping that y'all would hold on to him.
He will serve as a witness, Mr. Gator asks.
He rubs his chin for a second and says, "It'll be hard to get the judge to allow it as a witness, but I'll see what we can do."
He can also be a defendant.
Have you heard anything about the case yet?
It's currently in discovery. Currently looking to get testimony, sworn affidavits, I believe.
Yes, I don't think that'll be very much necessary anymore. Imagine that they're going to try to expedite it now that their attacks are in the open. He says this while looking at the person that you've got with you. He says, "Well, I'll be damned. He's got old Din up with him now, huh?"
I'm sorry, what was that?
He's got old Din up with him now, huh?
Oh, you know this person.
Yes, I know a lot of others too. Right, listen. I've got this trial in the palm of my hands, nice and close to getting everything that we need to finally get. I've fucking forgotten his name because I keep reading his name and not the other one is being deleted from my head when I do that. There we go.
Ratim Skartoli?
We finally got old team on the back end. I think we'll actually be able to jail him for now and for forever. What I need is for you to all get me some more evidence, and I think the rest can be handled by what I've got cooking up.
Sounds like you have some specific evidence in mind.
Yes, well, the judge that's going to be presiding over this case is an asset, but we're trying to work on that. And in the meantime, what we need is the irrefutable evidence that he's actually running a gang that we all know he's running. I think your little friend here may be a good place to start. He
Start with the death
starts
cult.
he starts digging around uh, under their shirt, and then kind of does like a what the fuck. Did he have anything on him?
Uh,
You talking his name tag or the poison or
Mr. Gator shows this. The one thing that he took.
There was also, this.
He lifts up the amulet and looks at it really closely, and then says, "Well, certainly looks like my brother's work, but this one," and then points to the powder, and he says, "What's this one?"
You ever heard of Bite Down?
Not in the well, I guess I have in the normal sense, but not this one. No.
Extremely lethal poison. In fact, the other one that was with them, uh, took it before we had a chance to subdue him. So we only got this one as a hostage.
Okay, I don't think this is random anymore because it's picked Abner 3 times. But you know,
I literally full on hero points, so
yep.
might re-roll that if you're up for it.
I think it just keeps picking alphabetical order.
The A is one again.
Well, I don't know about no poison. Sounds to me like they don't want secrets getting out. He walks around for a little bit, pacing, and then will stop for a second and pick up the amulet again. He says, maybe they've got just the right secrets that I need to finally put this all to rest.
I'll ask bluntly. Is your brother part of a death cult?
Well, not the one I used to know, but that I'm the one that I know now, maybe. Maybe makes sense, yes. We've been here for longer than anyone else, and we built up this town. We built it up with the help of others, but Team doesn't like to admit to that. He thinks that everyone else in this town should just be one of his, and whenever they didn't give in to his demands, well, he started to take over the town himself until they did. Have you ever had a family member just get far too into something and not know when to stop?
Yes.
Yep.
Quite so.
It sounds like you're all familiar with what he's gone through then. First, he couldn't stop talking about all those damn dirty dwarves that are taking up all the mines from him. And then when the gnomes came in to help shape things to where they'll work into place, couldn't stop talking about them either. They were damn vermin that we needed to get out of the cities, and I would just smile and nod to make him shut up. And now here we are. And he's just bombing groups of people he doesn't like.
So where do you think we can get this irrefutable evidence?
He walks over to the other kobold on the table and brushes over his chest with the amulet and then plops the chain down over his face and then taps it a few times and says, I think you need to find out where these amulets came from, and then maybe you'll find the rest of them. Maybe if you can get somebody on the inside, you can find something at their places, or even he then starts to rub his chin again and then says, You know, for as dumb as he may be, my brother does know how to run a good business. I would say that he's got several of these, and maybe you can get some of the ones on the bottom to try to fight and get their way to the top. If we can't get this one to talk in court, maybe we can get somebody to talk who has some material interest in doing so.
Yes. Make them flip. Mr. Gator studies the amulet. Is there a maker's mark?
There is, yes. Is the Scartoli Maker's Mark.
Oh, okay. I was hoping for like a specific smithy or something.
It is specifically um one Rajra Firetooth.
Well, we can ask Rajra, who's been commissioning these, and work from there.
Well, I don't suppose it's gonna be that easy. I'd imagine he has whoever's making these in a tight leash.
No, but it's a starting point.
If you'd like another starting point, I can give you at least two other names. As you know, my brother fancies himself a business owner. He has a lot of the things in the town himself, but he does have others that run stuff for him. And his right hand runs the mining and construction companies. His name is Deacon Ironshaper. And the other one that helps him out, I'd imagine, is the way he's been getting these bombs the way that he has been. Goes by the name of Torkel Imberwind. He runs most of the apothecaries in the town.
Mr. Gator is pulling out his notebook because he took notes on which apothecaries and other businesses are specifically owned.
Would you like me to start getting some rats to watch those places?
That would be prudent, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest going after his right and left hand man right away. I think you'd be better off getting the ones that are maybe less loyal. I would assume they would be far more likely to be amicable, considering they've got something to gain.
Yes. We'll need to watch them to figure out who their associates are, and then among their associates, who is vulnerable.
Well, if you found some type of poison powder, maybe you should look into that too. Though I'd imagine it's gonna go back to Mr. Torkel. They call him a prodigy in his field. Though never really had any experience with what he does besides blow open tunnels.
Mm. We'll find somebody. In the meantime, see what you can get out of Din. Perhaps you can share that with us if you think we can get more from what he tells you.
Well, I will let the rest of the boys continue on with that. I have got another important meeting to go to today that will hopefully get us a little further down the road in this mess.
Someone we should meet with as well at some point.
Well, if all goes according to plan, you won't have to.
I see. How should we make our exit from this tunnel?
He just looks to the other kobolds around, and speaking of which, I need to add him as a PC somewhere. There we go. Though the boys can lead you out. I'm going to stay here for a little while longer and rustle up some paperwork. If everything goes according to plan, then this trial is going to be one of the biggest ones in the city. Hopefully be in the newspapers and then maybe be forgotten about after a while. And then he shifts the rim of his hat down a little bit and says, "Don't you worry. I have nothing to gain in this besides putting the power in the people's hands for once." All the businesses will be reappropriated and given to the citizenry. Mr. Gator, you sense no lie.
Hmm.
Speaking of which, do you want to put him on a pursue a lead? What have you currently got?
I have Scartoli and the explosion, although it sounds like that's goes to the same general group, but I imagine we would want to target um, Torkel or Deacon more specifically at some point.
At least
Uh,
a little further down the road. Seems like Rogera should be first.
yeah, well, it depends on what the investigation is looking at specifically. Like if we're like in Deacon's office, pursuing Deacon's lead would give me like a +1 to everything that I do.
Yeah.
So,
and you get to devise a stratagem for free.
yep.
Just something you haven't really got to do that much.
No. But that's okay. For now, as long as I have a way to identify Shartar from like an item that I can look at, then I can just pursue a lead on him at any time. Same as the others. Does simply seeing him constitute that for purposes if I decide to change my lead?
Probably.
Okay. So what do we want to check out first?
The safest option, and currently the one that we have the most info on, or the most of a lead on, would probably be Regira, though, especially considering Deacon and Torkoal are the right and left-hand mans, require much more carefulness and planning in order to deal with.
I figured we could start with Shartar's hat.
Yeah, he clearly stole it from the antiquarians.
And we can trade ours for his if he just wants a disguised one, and we can give this back to the antiquarians.
He might do that, but I don't know if he'd do that right away.
We can ask. It could be the start of a very one positive trade would help build trust.
If he'd like to give it a shot.
Sure. I go ask if you guys don't mind with this hat after all. We could use this.
Not in particular.
Alright.
We could have 2 of them.
He takes the hat. Mr. Shartar,
Yes.
I was wondering about your hat. Is it normally shaped like that, or is it normally the bowler hat?
Oh, you don't remember? He starts laughing for a little bit.
No. That's the funny thing about things that shapeshift. One can never really tell what their true form is.
He just kind of leans one elbow on the table in front of him and his head off to the side and says, "Do you remember one of the first things that you did for the kobolds?"
He thinks about it. Other character, I don't.
VR, do you remember?
I'm thinking.
I think it may have been Abner and Atticus that actually did it.
Makes sense.
Let's see. Are you talking about the psychic rat job?
Nope. Was
We cleared out a
potentially
warehouse?
was potentially before that. It was either before or directly after.
When we staked out the jewelry shop?
Could have been somewhere around there. Well, he will just mention, well, you all are the reason I got this hat in the first place.
Oh. We're not. I'm not privy to everything that happens. That my friends do. Perhaps it was a passive thing that happened. In that case, would that happen to be the bowler hat that people are looking for right now?
It certainly would be, yes.
Is it of sentimental value for you? Because I have another one kind of like it. He produces a hat. Does the same thing, but packs less heat, if you follow my drift.
Yeah, I get you.
Would you like a trade?
If you'd like to return it to its rightful place, then I have no qualms with it. It's purely utilitarian.
It is very useful. Not quite as useful for us than you, I imagine. He just puts it on the table,
Take the
ready to trade.
sombrero and then shake it a little bit so it turns back into the bowler hat, and then swap them around and do the same to the top hat. I think is the one that you kept.
I think so?
Yeah.
It might have been the flat cap. Yeah, I think it's a top hat.
And then he puts on the exact same sombrero.
He puts the bowler hat on top and tips it. Pleasure doing business with you. Saunters back to everyone.
Pleasure doing business with you twice over.
I did it. I've acquired the hat. I don't remember what they were asking for it in return. I'm very happy for favor.
Are you talking about? Oh, was it when we killed the kobolds in the storage unit and then used the blue paint to make it look like it was the kobolds?
I think it was even before that.
Oh, I don't know that.
It was when you were looking for the evidence of somebody stealing the hat. There was a charcoal filter that was found,
Oh,
and you swapped it out for a different charcoal filter to lead them off the trail.
Did we do that on our own accord? I cannot remember.
We did.
Sweet. Why did we do that? I don't remember. Was it a quest?
It was part of the initiation with the kobolds, pretty sure.
Oh. That makes sense.
You helped him steal a hat. Well, I guess you didn't help him steal it, but you helped them.
Get away with it.
Yes.
cover up.
Congratulations, you're an accessory to a crime. But also it's being returned, so I guess crime really doesn't matter anymore.
Counter the crime.
There's only a crime if somebody lays a charge.
Haha, we're gonna return it now. There is no problem. Also, we get paid for it, which is good. It's a win-win. Right. Should we get this on the way while we're off to do chores for Charter?
You certainly can. I believe the initial thing with the antiquarians was you just got a job, an in-house job that was to find that hat. And then upon the returnal of the hat, they were basically going to give you guild credit to get any magical item that you want for however much they give you.
Cool.
And
We can
then
basically trade.
potentially give you a different job.
Sounds like we've unlocked another branch of quest, boys.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
You've unlocked the island
Also, we get to
statue
go.
quest.
No. We get to go to the quest journal and mark that as accomplished.
Can you guys do that?
I don't know. Is it something only you can do?
In fact, do I have
Then
that
please.
on here? I don't even have that one on here, but it's going directly into completed.
Yay! Straight to completed. And we got guild credit, and possibly another thing to do.
Do you have the hat on you, or is it in the car?
I think it's with one of us. I can't recall.
Here it is. It's in the car.
Hat of disguise.
I just need it to drag the item to get Okay, something's fucked with it, I guess.
You can't remove it?
I got some warning, and then the item is now gone.
Oh, well,
Oh no,
you were trying to steal it.
It just moved the equipment. Oh, there we go. Now can I
Alright.
do it?
It's a greater hat of
Accepts
disguise, too.
compendium actors? Oh, it has to be in the compendium, okay.
That dick!
So I want to go here and then go hat of Diskies. I spelled Diskies wrong.
No, it's hat of disguise. This
There we
guy's
go.
unfucking believable.
These guys!
I just wanted it for the icon, so I could have an icon for the quest. Rewards. How much is a hat of disguise greater worth? 340.
Oh, yeah. Because the hero point generator is a little on the fritz, how about we just assign each other a number, and then when it prompts us, we can just roll that dice. So, like, a D5. If it turns up number 5, oh, that's Nakrat. There's only 5 of us, right? Yeah, there's 5 of us.
There's 5 of us.
Yeah, but 5 was Abner going clockwise.
Oh, I was starting with Abner.
No, you were in the
Oh, yeah, I
middle.
was starting
so
with
that-
Kuka.
Yeah, you were in the middle, so that's why it was clockwise.
So if I set it to in progress, then I can set it to complete. There we go.
Da-da-da-da! Complete. I don't remember if we get experience for completing quests.
No. If I
But
was
we do get-
smart, then you would have, but
Just
didn't
like the
prepare
quest.
that way.
That's fine. We get loot for it, which is in this case credit, guild credit.
Yes,
Would you say you just were able to exchange it for another item of the same level?
probably, yeah. Or 340 gold, whichever one you'd like.
What do you want, guys? 340 gold split evenly? Other level 4 item.
Level 7 item.
Oh shit! Level 7 item.
I don't know offhand what's a good level 7 or lower item.
Yeah.
We could leave that for later. It's no rush.
Kuka could have a special star knife. It's not good, but it's special.
It's special.
It has glitter on its handle.
Bag of holding type 2. I don't know how you would ever fill the type 1 bag of holding. Garmrum, do you have / are you going to want a sturdy shield lesser?
I think I already have a sturdy shield lesser. Yeah, I already
Oh,
have
you do?
one.
Okay. Boots of Bounding, Bottled Air, Cloak of Elvenkind. Does Kuka already have one of those?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. I have a cloak and boots.
Canter of Endless Water. I think you already had one of those and traded it.
No, we still have it.
Cool.
I was gonna say, wasn't Abner kind of using it for AoE?
Yep, it's hanging out in my items.
Your fire and water.
Steamy.
Resonant Fork, which seems bad.
Did you
Spell
say
art with
resonant
Bullhorn
fork?
on it. Ring of Sneering Charity, my favorite. There's not really that many good things, actually. Warding
A
Statuette.
tentacle cannon!
Oh, Garmurm's already got a Warding Statuette. Oh, well.
Yeah,
A Wounding Rune. That could be okay.
spent my money on these. My weapons are all
Does,
ruined up.
does anyone have a weapon that does not have a property rune in it?
Hmm.
Technically my cane sheath.
You can upgrade that. Or, do you have access to doubling rings yet?
Or wait, didn't we do the wand effect in it, Dub?
The Wand effect.
The like hide magic item.
Oh, yeah. Where you could hide the wand inside of the cane.
Yeah, it was there to make it so that you can't tell that the blade in the cane is magical.
Yes. And that's why you have the Wand of Magic Aura, which is
Yeah, that's what it
basically
was.
the sheath. So technically, you could still put a property rune on the actual sword itself.
The sword has the wounding property rune.
Oh, it does?
It should.
It does, okay. Everybody's all runed up. So there's really not much to trade it for.
There's, like... Yeah, I guess we could just get money and split it evenly. It's nice to have walking around money. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Is that right?
68.
Well, ideally, I can... No, I can't do it that way. What I can do is see the screen scroll up, so I can't open tabs. Plus 340 combined stacks. Distribute coins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I already did that, so I'll subtract.
And distribute now.
Nifty.
Yay.
Rolling in the dough.
Neat.
Is there any other quests you should have that I forgot to actually make a quest?
None that I can remember off the top of my head.
Personal quests, perhaps. Like, Abner's, for example.
That one failed. Well, one of them.
I was going to talk about the family one.
Oh yeah.
The rose-scented lady. I think is that right?
Yeah, that's what she's called. Her and her 5 masked gentlemen.
Like that couch meme?
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead as to what they are beyond basically bodyguards. Maybe they have some fun in that way.
It's her 5 man whores.
That's what the masks are for. They're gigolos. Is it appropriate to call them gigolos nowadays? Do they have a different name?
I
prefer sex worker.
And everywhere I go.
I was immediately thinking of the Insane Clown Posse. Those are juggalos.
Juggalos.
God.
I'm just a juggalo, and everywhere I go,
Juggalo.
people listen to Insane Clown Posse. Juggalo,
Juggalo.
God.
So the masks are clown masks.
Yes.
Oh no.
It's face paint. It's the mask in the same way that those.
It's the payday masks.
No, it's like the fucking masks you put on to clear up your pores and stuff, and then wash it off.
No, facial
He
mask.
kept it on too
There
long.
you go. See, it's a facial mask. It fits even more with them being her man whores.
They need soft face skin because she sits on them so much.
Yes, exactly.
That's illegal in Britain.
Is it?
Yeah. Or there was some
Yeah,
some
weirdly.
kind of weird stupid thing like that.
It's just
Something,
illegal,
something.
Like how,
Yeah.
like how sodomy laws are technically still illegal sometimes in the U.S., but not really.
This is illegal, you know.
It's recent too because it's like, oh, it's a risk of suffocation. Some people want to go that way. Let them live their truth.
But autoerotic asphyxiation isn't illegal.
Is it not? It would be really weird if it wasn't. And face sitting is pretty misogynist, if you ask me.
Well, no, that would just be because it's like you're in control of it, or you're supposed to be in control of it.
Yeah, most of these
Or
people
auto.
die because they think they are.
Haha, he said urine. Haha.
Oh. Is that illegal? I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's legal. It's sterile, I think.
I mean, that just depends if somebody's infected with something.
Yeah, I mean, if
Hope
you have
not.
an STI or something, you probably shouldn't be
Don't
engaged.
PM people and spread your STI, friends.
Well, that or a UTI.
Oh yeah, that
That
too.
is true.
Don't do that. Anyway, where are we headed?
I don't remember all of a sudden.
That's a good question.
Were we heading off to see Rajira or get information about her?
I don't think
Or
we
him?
actually decided, other than the antiquarian stuff.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
dealt with the antiquarian thing, and that was it.
I'm pretty sure we had something before that declared because I added that last minute.
Yeah, we were trying to decide where to go first. I was like, oh, well, there's
Yeah, and then you jumped
Rajira,
in
Tequin,
trading
Tor-
hats. You came in here with your Team Fortress 2 bullshit.
Now we have it's a hat game now. Well, I collect sticks. I currently am winning with the most amount of sticks.
You traded your Gashly Gibbous for their Stout Stetland.
These are
Those are TF2 hats.
okay. Cool.
Can I steal a stick from Garm?
Which one do you wish to steal?
None of them. I just thought it'd be funny
It's-
to ask.
It's really not hard to. He's the awareness of really a dog.
Oh no.
So you pretend to throw a tennis ball and then you just literally take it right in front of him and hold it behind your back and you have no idea?
If he didn't see it, which is likely, his perception isn't very good.
Devils hate this one trick. Steal their stick and give it back to them. Infinite
Hellhound
friction trick.
specifically. Listen, I started as a lowly Hellhound, worked my way up into a what the fuck kind of devil was that? The Hell Attorney, which is an actual devil. We're stronger than it now, so my plan is working. I'm in horrible debt.
I'm just trying to abuse the infinite Garmer friendship trick.
Just keep throwing a stick, or just keep giving me a stick.
Farming friendship points by giving the stick and stealing it back.
Oh god, you're a Minecraft villager.
It's
Oh.
it's Pokemon. You just gotta walk enough steps.
The best way to get Garm to like you is to become a judge and help him gain souls. Then he will lick your boots like he does with Gator. Literally jump in front of someone spitting.
What would you have done if this spit did hit his boots? Would you have licked them clean?
Oh, I have a hanky.
God.
Civilized.
I already used my healing plaster to clean out the spit.
He just turned it into mud and then made his spats shinier. He has an answer for everything. He's perfect.
Oh god.
Gator, if you're using that mud to shine your shoes, you don't do anything else suspicious with that mud, do you?
Like what?
Whatever do you mean?
Like
Well-
cleaning his pores.
Yeah, you don't perform any minstrel shows, do you?
I thought you said menstrual shows for
Yeah,
a second.
what?
That's what I
Yeah,
heard.
I know minstrel shows. What?
Minstrel
What's
show.
a menstrual?
Yes.
Oh, god.
Minstrel.
Minstrel.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Not menstrual. Minstrel.
God.
I should hope not. I don't know what you're packing down there. It's certainly not female. I don't actually know.
I
Never
don't-
know.
I don't think you've mentioned a menstrual cycle yet, so
I mean, I don't think reptiles have one, so
Just
not
the
to my
eggs.
knowledge.
They do. They lay eggs. That's their menstrual cycle. It's
Yeah,
just
but have you
unfertilized.
Been around him at all times to see if he's laid anything?
Isn't that Isn't that ovulation not?
No, that's how they get rid of it, right?
Yeah,
Big-
it's the same thing for reptiles and chickens. They do it with or without.
See, there's. Nope, I'm not gonna say it because it's gross. Nope.
That's never stopped us before.
I mean, we're the ones who
Apparently
brought
it
up the
did.
menstrual show.
we're a classy group. This one.
so like I mean I don't know how comparable it is to compare laying eggs as to, shedding blood.
Oh, it's
in
less.
eggs.
It's less like torturous. According, I hope so. If my sister is any like indication, it just makes you really angry because it hurts. It hurts a lot. Laying an egg, at least that's like smooth and meant to come out of there.
But now everybody's wondering because Alex is a
Gender neutral
what?
name.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the term for that?
Androgynous.
Yeah, that's it. It's
Is it
androgynous.
unisex? Maybe?
Yes,
Yep, it absolutely is.
Alex is one of those names.
It
Is
could be
Alec also?
Alex, not as much, but Alex could be Alexis or Alexander.
It's true.
Or Alexandra.
That too.
Oh.
Or Aliskander.
For some reason, on my screen, Garmarum was here, and on the observer screen, he was here.
Weird.
Desync.
Yeah, I know Joey's another one of those names.
Really, Joey?
Yeah.
I always think of a male name when I think of Joey.
No,
I
I
don't
know.
think I've ever met a female Joey.
I've met a few
That's
female Joeys.
Joseph and Joanne, right? So
But
Probably
would they
even
be?
more than
They're
that.
just Joe, right? Hmm.
Guys, not like my name's Joseph, and I've been called Joe or Joey, but like,
Yeah. I guess a girl could be Josephine
yeah.
that too, yeah.
into Joe into Joey.
Yeah. I could see that.
Did you just dox yourself, bro?
It's
It's
okay.
like
He doesn't
one
have
of
a last name.
it's the same name as the fucking president of the United States.
Yeah, let's dox
Oh
Joe.
my god,
I'm
He's
Joe
Mr. Biden?
you're the president?
He's Mr. Brandon?
Are you okay?
No,
It's Dark Brandon, you guys.
You've fallen so much on social like, media. I'm concerned.
I think my eye popped last week. It definitely did during the debates.
Well, I
But-
have good news. There are 8 bowler hats in TF2.
Well, which one is this one that we traded?
I don't know, what do you like the sound of better? The Backbiter's Billycock, the Hyperbaric Bowler, Modest Pile of Hats.
Billycock. Definitely Billycock.
Second head headwear, Shutterbug, Sophisticated Smoker, Tipped Lid, or Uncle Sam.
Billycock, definitely.
Billycock, yeah.
It's funny.
Apparently, Uncle Sam was awarded to John Freeman after coming in 3rd place in the propaganda contest. Okay.
What's a propaganda
I have no
contest?
fucking clue. I have
I
not kept up with TF2 at all.
Yeah.
I mean, John Freeman was Gordon's Freeman's brother, who did
Yeah,
not
but
live a half life but quarter life.
yeah, but was that actually made for that?
No,
it was a
that was their Steam name.
Oh,
John Freeman.
okay, so that's just a pseudonym then. Okay.
Yeah.
okay, so it was creating posters for Team Red or Team Blue.
God, they have some fucked up names. Jay Axer's Dapper Topper or Amber's Rad as Hell Hat.
The that poster is the one that came in 3rd place by John Freeman.
Oh, the
know-
propaganda stuff was the Soldier versus Demo Man stuff.
In 2010? It was that. I want to say that late, but
13 years ago.
Shit.
Blue Soldier or Red Demo Man.
I gotta say the one that I like the most by the way it looks is the Sophisticated Smoker because it comes with a big mustache and a cigar. So you traded a Ghastly Gibbous for a Backbiter's Billycock. There you go. And now, I believe we'll find out where you go next time, unless you want to set a start point now.
I don't think we have any other low people besides Rajira. So, should we make that our first point of investigation?
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, then.
And then next time, actual combat probably maybe.